Are you ready to meet some amazing authors? Here's the backstory. Back in 2010, I decided to change the way I was doing things. I decided to pause on doing things Nina way and really submit to doing things God's way. So in submitting to God, I had to change some things. And the first thing I wanted to change was me. From November 21st to December 31st, I decided to go on a 40-day fast. Whew, yes, 40 days. From this fast, I had a prayer partner, and during the time I had this prayer partner, we prayed together at 5 a.m. every morning. And this was the first time I felt like I was sincere with my heart, and I was learning things differently from all the things that I knew, and I really had a heart and wanted to grow in God. So I would pray to Him in secret. I would pray to Him differently. I was learning to use the word to pray. I was learning to pour my heart out to Him. I was learning to be open and vulnerable with Him. I was learning to have a relationship with Him. And in learning to have a relationship with Him, I was learning that communicating with God and learning about Him and just pouring my heart out to Him was building a relationship. I learned that I can say any and everything to Him because He already knew what was really on my heart and in my mind. And yes, there is things He wanted me to make sure I acknowledged Him as the one true living God, but He wanted me to come just as I was. Here we are in 2025 with Dear God, and I'm so excited. Yes, we have the youth version and the adult version of Dear God. The purpose of Dear God is to show people that God wants to communicate with you. He wants to build a relationship with you. And more importantly, He wants to hear from you. And so Dear God is a collection of letters and experiences and different situations and different things in different ways and different lifestyles and different things that people have gone through, ways that people have talked to Him, results that people have gotten from their prayers. It is our hope that you will build consistency in praying and journaling to God and talking to God and seeing that there's various ways to pray. You can start off in a prayer of praise or a prayer of thanksgiving, a prayer of repentance, a prayer of asking, a prayer of just pouring out your heart to Him. And so we go to God with so many different things, and He wants it all from us. So I'm so excited to present Dear God moments, and more importantly, these amazing authors in the Dear God book. Welcome to Dear God Moments.
Hey everybody, it's Nina Motivates. Hey y'all, I have not been live a lot, but I'm so excited. Why? Because we are here for Dear God Moments. I see y'all coming in. Thank you for tuning in. As you saw in that intro video, each time we do Dear God Moments, y'all gonna see that intro video so that you can know the background, and so that when you get your book, you can know what to expect. And I'm excited. And tonight is not about me. It is about these amazing authors. And tonight you will get an opportunity to meet 4 of the amazing authors. Hey, everybody. Thank y'all for tuning in. Sharing this out because sharing is caring, y'all. It's caring. It is. And so I'm going to get right out the way because I want you all to just get a feel of these authors and definitely support these authors. Okay, if you don't know any of them, you will know 4 of them after tonight, and then you can tune back in on tomorrow night at 6 p.m. because we will introduce you to even more authors. Y'all, it's about 25 authors, and people are still reaching out like, hey, I still want to be in that book. And so I'm so excited for this moment, and I'm so excited for them. And so we're just going to ask them a few questions, let you get to know them a little bit, let you get to know about what they wrote about in particular. and get you all excited. Because if you haven't purchased your book yet, what you waiting on? Make sure you purchase it after tonight, okay? So here we are. I am going to bring up the first author, and here she is, Miss Laquana. She ready, y'all? She ready?
Hey,
Hey,
everybody.
hey. I'm gonna
All
get right
right.
out the way, and I'm gonna let you tell the audience a little bit about yourself.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Laquana. Most of you all know me by Laquana. Some of you know me by Q or either Quana. Mostly my family call me Quana. But I am a wife. I am a mother to many, but I have 4 children. I am the author of Flying with Broken Wings, two-time published author, and now Nina gave me the opportunity to make it my third published book, and I'm just really excited about that. So Flying with Broken Wings, and the second one is Flying with Broken Wings, A Beautiful Resilience. I'm also saved, sanctified, filled with the Holy Ghost, and a beautiful daughter of Zion, and just many other things, but I'm gonna just leave it at that.
She wear many hats. She's a coach and
Yeah.
all of the things that she said. Okay, now we have been talking about how Dear God moments, literally, the book has so many different letters and different things. Can you tell the audience a little bit about your Dear God letter, what it is about? And I always have to go and look at my question, make sure I don't forget how I'm asking, and why you chose the direction that you chose for your Dear God letter.
Okay, so my dear God moment is about my relationship, me pouring out my heart, as a daughter to her father, and just my adoration of, who he's been and what he's been in my life, and just how he has just been loving on me, and just, me showing that adoration back towards him, and, just acknowledging him for who he is in my life, and just how I feel, and just that, relationship that me and him have. So that's what my Dear God moment is about. I chose that direction because, I mean, like, it's just so overwhelming, that the feeling that I have. I'm just so really just so in love, with the Father, with God, and just I can't help but, share my heart, just share my heart with him, and just pour back, what I know it can't measure up to what he's poured into me, but I just chose that just so that he could know, how I feel, which I already know he knows. He knows everything, but just he sometimes, he wants to hear it. He wants to hear it back. And so that's why I chose that direction.
Now, because I know your journey with your book and everything else, and y'all, if you know me, you know I like to promote a lot of stuff. And so we have a few more minutes for your interview. So before we go to our third question, I want you to let people know about your personal books and how they can get their hands on Flying with Broken Wings. You mentioned it, but I want them to know a little bit more about it.
Okay, so Flying with Broken Wings is an autobiography of my life, my childhood. It expresses and it's a real transparent book about you know some childhood traumas and everything that I experienced early on in childhood. Just my journey from childhood through my teenage years and my young adult years, and to all the way up until where God has me now. It demonstrates, like the transformation and the breakthroughs and just all those types of things that, God has, brought me from. And it's just a journey of my life from that point to this point now today. And so you can find my book and purchase it on Amazon. I could share a link with you guys for the second book, but you should be able to type in Laquana Yates Browder Flying with Broken Wings, and it will pop right up. And then it's also on a few other platforms. Like you can look it up on like Barnes and Noble, the second book, Flying with Broken Wings, A Beautiful Resilience. And so those are some of the ways that you can get your hands on that book.
All right, y'all. So this is her third time, as she said, and I believe there are more to come. And so as soon as she's done, she's going. They asking, look, they asking for the link. They asking for the link. So she gonna make sure
Yeah.
she pop that link up in the comments. Now, when she pop the link in the comments, y'all know what to do. And one of the things that I like to do, because we are doing quicker interviews this evening, is I like for you all to get to know the authors just as who they are. So I'm going to give her a few minutes to just go ahead and speak to you all and encourage you all and leave you all with something. What is that thing that you want to leave the audience with on today?
What can I say? I just want to just encourage you in the Lord as always, where I'm always trying to exhort, and edify and just encourage, to just get to know God for yourself. If you don't have a personal relationship with the Lord, I'm just always pushing for that, pushing for you to just, get to know God for yourself. Don't take it, nobody's word for it, because you will see everybody's experience and journey may not be the same, but you will get the same results with, when it comes to him loving on you, him bringing you out, him bringing you through, him, just transforming your whole life. And I just encourage you, to just get to know him and just let him, show up and show out in your life, because I can't, tell it enough, and at the same time, as he's developing you and cultivating you, I just want to just, encourage you to tell it, tell it to whoever would listen. I always share, what the Lord has done, no matter how small you think it is, it could be big in somebody else's journey. Everybody may be on a different path, different journey, different levels and different dimensions of their walk with God. But yeah, I would just, say that, just always be yourself and allow God to just, use you and speak through you, and never be ashamed, and don't let it be said too late. So that's what I would want to
All
leave with you.
right, y'all. I want to make sure that you all know how you can get your copy from Miss Laquana. So if you are on here like, go ahead, cousin, go ahead, raise wife, you should be screenshotting this so that you can purchase your copy. Yep. This is your opportunity to screenshot so that you can get your copy of Dear God from Miss Laquana. Y'all got it? Y'all screenshot this? 1, 2, 3, screenshot. I like to make sure that everybody has an opportunity to support these amazing authors. Laquana, again, thank you for your yes. Thank you for your pour. And I look forward to seeing what more God has in store for you. Thank you.
And can I say this real quick? You're so welcome. I just want to say real quick, I like to call myself the Breakthrough Queen Coach. And just, thanks to Nina, she's coached me. And so I just wanted to share that and just say that I am the Breakthrough Coach Queen, LYQ. I mean, LYB, I'm sorry.
Y'all heard her. And ready. So if you're looking for a coach, hey, she just let you know she ready for you.
Yes.
Thank you, Miss Laquana. Give it up for her in the comments.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Wait, you got another comment coming through. Y'all know I like to share all of the comments that come through. Thank you. All right, thank you. Are y'all excited? Are y'all loving the interviews already? I hope so, because there is so many more to go. And I'm not going to take up much time. I'm going to go ahead and bring up the very next author. Are you ready for the next author? I am bringing Miss Candace to the stage. Candace, here we go.
Hello.
Hey, girl, hey.
How you doing?
Look, I'm finna call you Candy, okay?
That is my name,
How are
Candy.
you today?
I'm good.
Good, good, good. Okay, this is your time to shine. Go ahead and let the audience know a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name is Candace Brown. I go by Candy Kane on Facebook. I am an upcoming spoken word artist. I do have a book that hopefully will be launched in June. I am a mother. I'm married. Have 3 children, and this, Dear God, is my first book.
But y'all heard us say that poetry book coming, right? And I'm gonna make sure that I have my copy. So y'all gonna want to know. So before we start talking about Dear God, I'm gonna do a little bit different than what I did with Laquana. Tell us about your poetry book. What type of poem? So people could be like, "Ooh, let me get on her waiting list." Y'all, so any of my authors, y'all might as well be ready for me to promote y'all, not just for Dear God, but just to promote you. So if you come on this stage and you got a product or a service, make sure you mention it in your intro, and I too will push it out there for you. Okay.
Okay.
So
The point.
tell us a little bit about this poetry book and when. I already know we put a date to it already. So let us know around what month they could expect it, and tell them a little bit about it so that they could be like, "Oh, I need to be on your waiting list."
June, hopefully. June is the date. But it's called The Conversationalist. So the poems are about relationships and things that happen in relationships. So most of the poems are centered around that. That's it.
And everybody, we have all type of relationships, right? So that means you want to go ahead and make sure you get your copy and you get ready to have yours. So now let's talk about this Dear God moment. And before I do that, so one thing I know about Candace is that she's always supporting and sharing stuff about other people on her platforms, making posts. She did it Black History Month, Women's History Month. So I just want to thank you because I was one of the people that you acknowledged during that time. So I just wanted to give you your kudos for that. And so I'm glad that you get to shine right now. And then when that poetry book come out, we're going to shine again. So what was your Dear God moment about, and why did you choose the direction that you chose?
My Dear God moment was about infidelity. And not infidelity in a committed relationship, but a marriage. So I chose to go that route is because I journal, and I thought people will want to hear me talk about infidelity. Sure, it's not the first time it happened with some folks, and it might not be the last time it happened. But I chose that route for my own journey because I was in a dark space and I had to seek therapy. And I thought therapy was for crazy people. But I realized that therapy helped me with the infidelity that I went through with my marriage. That's it.
So y'all see how we going a little deep on y'all. See, y'all thought this was gonna be all look pretty. But what I love about it is this particular book, and if you heard the intro, it's a variety of different letters, different things, and a different outpours. And it is, I always tell people when I'm coaching them in book writing, like you gotta have a target. And the target is for people to know that they can talk to God about anything and everything. And sometimes people don't know that they could go to God about anything and everything. And she's here proving that you can go and talk to God about anything and everything. Talking to God is a form of therapy, even that. Now that don't take place of your therapist, therapy and Jesus. That's a good thing. Okay, I like to tell people that. And so I thank you for sharing that and for letting people know, because we don't know who out there is saying, man, I dealt with something or am dealing with something in life. And dang, I didn't know that I can go and talk to him about that. So thank you for that. Thank you so much for that. Now, of course, as always, I would like for you to take a few moments and leave the audience with something and let them get a little bit of a taste of you.
Well, from writing that, whether you're in a committed relationship, whether you marry or, long term, only you can decide if you want to relieve that relationship or if you want, I'm sorry, if you want to leave that relationship or if you want to stay. And remember to always put God first, not your friends, not your coworkers, not even your mama. So that's what I want to leave the audience with.
And I know y'all like, yeah, I want my copy. I want it. Candace girl, how can I get it? Screenshot. Make sure you take a screenshot of her flyer. Make sure you run to Zelle and Cash App and go ahead and place your order. Screenshot, screenshot, screenshot. Every author that come up, y'all know I'm gonna leave it up for a few seconds so y'all can screenshot, because this book is, people probably like, I didn't know this book was gonna be juicy, but it's juicy because a relationship with God is juicy, honey. I don't know about y'all, but my relationship with Jesus is spicy. Okay. Period. So, Miss Candace, I want to thank you for your yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for sharing with the audience who you are, and for letting us know that a book is coming this summer. Okay. And
Yeah.
y'all, I want to say that I'm gonna make sure that we ain't getting out this summer without her book being out. She's in her publishing course, and we're gonna make sure that it's done. Okay. So she know I'll be on her. And I know we're all looking forward to supporting you in your first solo project. Yes, this is a collaboration, but her first solo project is coming. And so I'm so super excited and so looking forward to supporting you and all of these authors. So thank you, and thank you once again. Y'all, I
Thank
hope
you.
y'all have screenshot her information and stay connected, because y'all gonna want that poetry book too. Trust me. I mean, I make sure I get all of their books. Okay, I got LaQuanta books too. I don't play. I get all of the books. Okay, that's who I am. I'm gonna get them. All right. Thank you so much, Miss Candace,
Thank
for
you.
your time and again for your guest. All right, y'all enjoying this? I know I am. I know I am. And I get to see the letters. I get to see them. And so I know y'all like, wait a minute. Y'all don't want to grab your coffee. I know it's in the 6 o'clock hour here in Chicago, but y'all don't want to get coffee. So y'all can make sure y'all up and y'all listening and y'all learning, right? And so don't ever think that you can't talk to God about anything, because you absolutely can. And y'all know I'm the you can specialist. So I love to say you can. Y'all ready? We got 2 more authors for y'all this evening. 2 more. And this beautiful author, y'all, she been on here waiting for about an hour. So we're gonna bring her on the stage because she was ready. I came on, and we ain't gonna talk about how I was looking when I first came on to set everything up, and she was already back here. Okay, she was ready. So are you ready, Miss Ashana? Whoop, 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 whoop. You on mute, so we're gonna tell you, come on off mute. How you doing this evening? I like them glasses now.
I am blessed. Thank you. Good evening.
Good evening. Are those prescription glasses?
Yes, they are.
I was about to say she could mail them to me. I guess I can't say that, huh? Okay. So let's go ahead and let you tell the audience a little bit about yourself.
Okay. So my name is Ashana Bush. I am a founder and CEO of a nonprofit organization located in the Burlington County area. And it is for women who's in recovery. They're domestic violence survivors. And we do a breast cancer survivors program as well. And I don't know what else to Now you on mute.
Listen, I was about to say, now I'm on mute, but she said it for me. Listen, since you brought up your organization, and I told y'all, one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to always push books, products, services. I'm going to push it. So can you tell us a little bit about your organization, how people can support it? And I know you already said where it's located, but do you do anything like I know, and that's something I meant to tell y'all. The authors are some of everywhere. They're not just in Chicago, they're everywhere. And I'm so grateful to God to have people from different areas and different walks of life that have dealt with different things in life to pour their heart out in such a way. And so can you tell us a little bit more about your organization and how people can support?
So as I mentioned, it's for predominantly women, and they're coming from all walks of life. And we kind of meet them where they are and kind of help them navigate with a healthy mindset and kind of get them acclimated back into, the society, in a healthy way. So whether that's they might need clothes, they may need emergency shelter, they may need assistance to fill out, for medical insurance and things of that nature. So it all depends on what they actually need at that moment. And we kind of help them kind of navigate through that. And we also have, like different therapeutic workshops and things of that nature. So, and that we're on Facebook. I am Unique NPO. And we're on Instagram as I am Unique NPO as well. And you could just Google the organization and it'll come right up.
And y'all know I'm gonna go find the organization on Facebook, and I'm gonna make sure we get it in the comments. And Laquana, don't forget to put your information in the comments. I ain't seen it pop up yet. And so when we get done with your interview, Miss Ashana, I want you to go and grab your link to your Facebook page and share it in the comments so that people can know how to find it, click on it, because we are about supporting each other. Now let's get into this good stuff. All right. All of it is good stuff because your organization sounds amazing and it is definitely something that's needed some of everywhere. So thank you for your heart and for your service. Like, I love that. And you already got an extra follower because I'm definitely gonna follow. That's a no-brainer. Tell the audience a little bit about your Dear God moment and why did you choose the direction that you chose?
All right, so my Dear God moment was giving God thanks for all the things, the trials and tribulations that I went through, all the times when I was in dark places and I didn't think that I was going to make it through. So it was kind of just, giving thanks because of where I've come from and where I'm at now. And I didn't think that, I would be where I'm at today. So it was like, all the things that I was grateful for that God has brought me through. And that was pretty much what it was about, just trials and tribulations. And I'm still here. I'm still standing because, it's hard out here and, dealing with being a domestic violence survivor and seeing addiction, growing up. And, as I mentioned, we have a breast cancer program. So being an advocate for my family members who didn't make it due to these things. And, just thanking God for allowing me to be the advocate for somebody else to let them know that they can make it too. So that's pretty much what my Dear God moment was about.
Y'all see we getting deep up in this book. I don't know about y'all, but I know y'all running to buy y'all books. I know y'all running to buy these books because y'all like, wait a minute, they getting deep. Wait a minute, I can talk to God about that. Wait a minute, I'll be going through stuff too. Yes, and that is the joy in Dear God, because you're gonna read some high letters that's just gratefulness and thankfulness. Then you're going to read some letters where people are really going through and have gone through but came out. Then you're going to read some experiences that people had and results they got from their prayers. I know y'all ready. I know. But before I share her flyer, Miss Ashana, can you go ahead and empower them or leave the audience with something? Because I know they want to hear a little more from you.
So I will leave them with God make no mistakes, and there isn't anything that he cannot fix. So I would say continue to trust God and trust the process and know that there's light at the end of the tunnel, because he brung you through it and you can do it. And that's what I believe.
Y'all heard her. Y'all heard her. And as usual, boom, go ahead and screenshot this flyer, and y'all see her logo over there with I Am Unique. So you can screenshot it, and that way you will also know how to look up her organization here on Facebook. If you're watching it on Facebook, I know we're live on Facebook, on LinkedIn, as well as YouTube. And so you want to go ahead and screenshot it, do what you need to do. Go ahead and get your copy of the book from her as well. So you get your copy of the book from her, and you're going to go ahead and support her organization. Okay? Screenshot. Because her letter, again, is another amazing letter. Y'all gonna hear me keep saying it. And I'm not just saying it because I'm the person that put the book together. I'm saying it because it's real. All of these letters are amazing. Some of these authors are first-time authors. Some of these authors are have written before several books. And so you want to support them. And that's something I did not ask you. Is this your first time becoming an author?
Yes.
So say congratulations for a first-time author. We got another first-time author in the house. Okay, so we are so excited for another first-time author. But I don't think it's going to be her last, okay? It's her first, but I don't think it's going to be her last. No, y'all have already heard her. You have already heard that she has gone through some things, right? But she has not. She is a survivor and a thriver, okay? And so we are so excited to have you and to support you. Thank you so much for your yes. Thank you for tuning in and being here and sharing a little bit about your Dear God moment. Thank you so much, Miss Ashana.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. And y'all know what? I think I'm going to be able to bring all the authors back. Oh, she left. She left too fast. Oh, no, she's still here. I'm going to bring all the authors back at the end because they stayed around down here. Okay. So y'all will get to bring them. I'm going to bring them all back at the end. But we got 2 more authors to go. Okay. Now, this beautiful soul also came to me and I was so excited and she jumped right on it. And so we're going to move right along to Miss Stacy.
Hi, everybody. I'm good. How are you?
I am good. You ready? You are ready. Okay? You got this. Go ahead and I'm gonna get you started right away. Y'all encourage her in them comments because I see y'all here. She looking all nervous. What you nervous for? You looking beautiful. You got this, girl. Go ahead and tell the audience a little bit about you.
Hi, my name is Stacy. I am a widow mom of 2. I am a preschool teacher assistant who is in school full-time, work full-time, very active at my church and in my ministry at church. I'm my mother's only child. And that's pretty much about it. I love journaling. I love singing. I love bowling. I love spending time with my family and my friends. That's me.
That means she fun, y'all. Okay. We like to have fun in these streets, okay?
Yes.
See, you can have fun and love the Lord. Listen, okay? She got fun and love the Lord all at the same time, period. Okay. Miss Stacy, yes. Is this your first time as an author or you've written some books before?
Very first time. I am stepping outside of my box. This is my year that I said I'm going to be intentional in my words and in my doing. So this is my first time.
Congratulations to you in your first time. But I'm that person that I just got a feeling this won't be your last. Okay. I'm that person. I tell me I don't think it's gonna be your last. And so just to prove that this, see somebody said and she is. So you must be fun. All right, I love it. we gonna have to have some fun after this because you here in Chicago too.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So let's
Born and
go right
raised.
into this question.
Okay.
See, what is your dear God moment about, and why did you take the direction that you chose?
My dear God moment was about me learning how to trust God, and giving God the desires of my heart. I have been wanting children. That has been a desire. I love children. And I had 2 doctors that tell me I couldn't have children because of my size, because of my weight. And I just kept trusting God, kept asking God, like, why me? Why couldn't I not have any kids? And I just said, okay, you know what? If I can't have kids naturally, maybe God is leading me to adopt. And I was getting ready to go through the process. I was 2 steps away from finishing my whole process and went to the doctor for a checkup. And lo and behold, I was pregnant. So God heard my prayers. He saw all of my tears, all bottled up, and he answered them.
Okay. So I was over here getting emotional, and I was getting emotional because I know of several women who is there.
Mm-hmm.
They are where you were. And so when I tell y'all these letters and these moments, these dear God moments and letters are important, they are. Because you don't know what the next person went through, but this book encompasses so many different things. And when you are told you can't something, this won't happen for you, and then you just put your trust in God, and you trust God, and you believe God, and you say, okay, God, I'm gonna give it to you, but maybe you want to do it this way.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, no, baby, it's just in my timing. Ooh,
wasn't my
okay.
time.
We're not supposed to have a church, but whatever. Listen, Linda.
It definitely wasn't my time.
Listen, do y'all see it? Do you all see it? God is good. He's real. And we
Yes.
all go through different things. And that right there is something. So thank you. Thank you for that. Oh my goodness. Like, we could talk about that all day long. Okay, we're gonna keep on going, y'all. We're gonna keep on going. I hope, and I just can't help but to believe that the audience is inspired this evening, because God is doing. I'll be like, God, you doing your big one right now. He doing his big one, because
Yes.
we're kicking it off strong tonight, y'all. Did
Yes.
y'all hear that? Did you hear it?
Yes.
Y'all have heard what all of these letters are about, and so I'm gonna give you your moment to go ahead and leave the audience with whatever God has put on your heart. Because even just talking about your dear God moment, you have encouraged me, and I can't wait to make sure that those young ladies that I'm thinking of hear that part, because that's encouragement to someone who is told what can't happen. But God says, I'm possible. When man says,
yes,
that's impossible, he says, I'm possible. So thank you for sharing your I'm possible ... God moment with everybody. And now, can you share whatever God has put on your heart?
God has put on my heart to always seek him, always look to him, always trust him. Even if you can't see it, just trust God, trust the process, and know that you will have a testimony after it's all done. I recently read something that somebody posted, and it's been sticking with me ever since. God never mismanaged your life. So that has been sticking with me. And then I've been going back and looking like everything that God has brought me through, I have no other choice but to trust God. And I trust God with this process. I trust the process when my husband passed away. And every time I trust God, I came out victorious. So that's what I want people to know, to be encouraged, never give up, trust God through the process, and you will come out strong. That's me.
And what was she nervous for, y'all? What? Huh? Anybody know? Look, I done had to pop in. I popped in too early. Wait, I gotta share her flyer. I done popped in. I ain't supposed to pop in yet. All right. Screenshot. This is your opportunity to screenshot. Okay. This is how you can order your copy from Miss Stacy. You know somebody who's going through this situation. You may know somebody who says, well, the doctor said, the doctor told me what can happen, and they need a little encouragement to know that with God, all things are possible. You can screenshot it, send them Miss Stacy way. They can cash app, Zelle. Y'all see her email address. You can even have them connect with her via email, because sometimes we need somebody who has been where we are. Okay. And so if you know somebody who need Miss Stacy in their life, there you go. Look, I done made her a speaker. She probably like, I ain't tell you to do that, Miss Nina. What is going on with you?
That's
Y'all
right.
know me.
That's
I'm a been
perfect.
pulled every gift. I be like, God, what gift they got in him?
Yes.
And we just gonna pull it out, okay? Because
Yes.
sometimes others can see some stuff that we may not see. And so I am so grateful and thankful to you for your yes, because
Yes.
somebody needs that, okay? Somebody needs that. And so I thank God for your yes. Thank God for your sharing. And again, this is just your beginning, okay? The first
Yes.
book. But that journey, it needs to be documented. So we're gonna be talking, okay? We're
Yes,
gonna be
ma'am.
talking, because that you don't find a lot of books out here about that, okay? Somebody
Yes.
said you know your calling, so I'm gonna just leave you alone. All right now. Look, she getting nervous again. We're gonna tell her to breathe, Miss Stacy, breathe.
Okay.
Thank you again so much
Thank
for your
you.
yes. I appreciate you and what you poured out. And stay tuned. We're going to bring all the authors back up. Thank you again so very much.
Thank you.
Oh. All right. This is good, y'all. I'm so encouraged. I'm going to cry when it's over. Yes, I am. I'm a baby. It's okay. It's okay. The next and last author for this evening, just for this evening, y'all, because we'll be back at 6 o'clock tomorrow. And I know y'all like, oh, I'm coming back because this is encouraging, okay? And then we'll be back again next Tuesday. And we might have to add one more day, y'all, because God doing his big thing. And when God do his thing, we just let God be God. So I'm finna bring up Dr. K to the stage. Hey, sis.
Hey, hello, hello, hello.
I don't know if you saw my message in our private chat.
I am the last of the Mohicans. How is everyone? You on a mic check right now?
But you're here. You made it.
Okay, yes, I'm here. God's grace and mercy has me in the building. Can you
No,
hear
can
me?
you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I can
Can you
hear
hear me?
you.
You can hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
I can
Do
hear
I have to
you.
touch my mic? Huh?
Yes.
You can hear me?
I can hear you. Can
Okay.
y'all hear her, audience? Can anybody hear her? Everybody else can hear her? I see some head shaking. Everybody can hear you. They say we hear you both. So if you can read my lips, if you can hear me, because I think you said you can't hear me. Tell the
I can
audience
hear
about
you.
you.
I can hear you. I can hear
Oh,
you.
you can't hear me. Okay. Okay, we good then. We good then.
Yeah, I can hear you. It's just
Okay,
that my
listen.
mic doesn't work with
We asking
StreamYard.
us social. Oh, okay. All right. Well, at least we working now. Hey. Okay. Can you tell the audience a little bit about you?
Absolutely. I am Dr. Shakesha L. Ellis, La Kenya. I am a person in long-term recovery from a opioid addiction that lasted a decade. And this happened in the early 2000s, but I have been in recovery for 15 years this August. And I have been doing the work in every way. I am a national advocate. I work with organizations all over the country. I am a TEDx speaker, and I am an Amazon best-selling author, thanks to Dr. Nina. Yes, she helped me put together my book. Actually, this book is a spinoff of of another book that I have called A Life of Chaos. Chaos is spelled with my name. And also, I am deaf. I am deaf. I have cochlear implants, which you'll see on this book cover. I don't want to hold it in front of the screen, but
You can hold
I
it
lost
up.
my, huh?
You can hold it up.
This is me with my cochlear implant. So that's how I hear. This book is the second book to the first one, is more about my opioid addiction. And this is a revision of that book, A Life of Chaos, Resilience and Recovery, A Path to Hearing Again. This book came out and it was #1 for 3 days, and that's major. So I thank God for that, because people need to hear our stories, and everybody is going through things nowadays, and people are long suffering. People are showing up at work every day, and they don't look like what they're going through. So I just believe that any way that we can share our stories and inspire is a beautiful thing. The Dear God, I jumped right into that because it's such a beautiful concept. It's like we all have things that we pray for, right? And so when you pray, this is a pinned letter to God and for the world to see. So people are going to look at our letters and be like, wow, like this is amazing. People need the hope. So I know that in these unprecedented times, all the things that are happening in the world, people need bits and pieces of inspiration. And this book is definitely it.
I so appreciate that. So what you gonna have to do, because you already told them what your book is about, but when this is over, I want you to put your link in there so that people can know how to get the book. And y'all, glory be to God, I had just learned how to, because I do publishing classes and stuff. So I had just learned 1 week before we got together to put her book out. I had just learned how to play around with the system to hit bestseller. And so she was my first trial and it worked.
You're a
And like you said,
mastermind.
she was there for days. So I'm like, okay, God, I know how to do that now. Let me teach you how to do that. So
You're a
I'm
mastermind.
so very proud of you.
Yes. I
Very
am.
proud of you. And go ahead.
Yeah, I'm excited to be a part of this because it's a way for the world to see our prayers, for people to see what we thank God for. My story is I thank God for deliverance, and I've heard a few people say that, but I understand that you can't do it alone. Whatever you are trying to fix, it's not a one man situation, and so we all have to realize that we have to put our hand up. As I said in my TEDx talk last year, I said, put your hand up and surrender. That is the only way that you can succeed with anything. My dad told me that he was a bishop before he passed away. But I was raised in church, and I'm just happy that he has instilled so many godly things into me. And I say to people all the time, I'm a godly, wholesome woman. And I may not be perfect, but my spirit is pure. I'm not dealing with hatred or unforgiveness or secrets. These things can tear us apart. And so I'm thankful to God every day that I can wake up and eat breakfast without going through withdrawals from the opioids, and I can help people. I'm helping so many people right now. Since my book came out, people are reaching out to me from all of my social media streams. And so it's just amazing to do God's work. It's all about service. I heard a pastor say, or someone say today, that if you are not serving, then what are you expecting? What type of blessings are you looking for? Because it's all about servitude.
I love it. I love it. So let's go ahead and tell the audience, what is your dear God moment about? Yeah, what is your dear God moment about, and what made you go in that direction?
I can't remember my letter because I wrote it literally. I was one of the first people that jumped on it. But I just remembered giving thanks.
That's okay, y'all. That's okay. And because of so many letters, mm-hmm. Oh, okay, go
So
ahead.
you like,
I'm
I
sorry,
wrote
I
my
couldn't hear
letter.
you.
I was one of the first people that wrote my letter. I can't remember everything I put in the letter. Oh, I'm reading the comments. Thank you. But my
But
letter
that's
is
okay.
just,
Because y'all done heard her already tell a little bit of her testimony.
yeah,
I
it's all
think we
about,
lagging somehow.
huh? Say it again.
Can you hear? I think we lagging because it could be
It's a
my system.
delay.
I think we're lagging.
It's a delay. It's definitely a delay.
Yeah,
Yep. It's a delay.
but I don't want to stifle the moment. So
Right.
what I'm going to have you do is tell the people, just encourage the people, talk to the people for about a minute or two, and just, encourage the people. So she may not have told y'all what her letter is about, but she told y'all a whole bunch of good stuff on here, right? She told
Yeah.
y'all enough to make y'all say, hey, how can I get the book from her? And also, can you tell the people how they can pre-order from you as well?
Yes. So I can't type on this right now because I don't want to tap the wrong thing and then I won't be able to hear you. But my message is always a hope message because every day when I wake up, I am out in the community. I'm in random places and I'm always meeting people. And I was in CVS one day last week and I was walking toward the pharmacy to pick a prescription up. And I was remembering in my active opioid addiction, I had over 60 doctors and I was taking 35 pills a day. Yes, my body's tolerance had grown up to that many pills. And I was pharmacy hopping and doctor shopping like it was like shopping for clothes. I had so many doctors and I had a flashback. So I walked into the CVS, right? And you know how CVS are set up with that rug. The rug leads you to the pharmacy. So you walking on that pathway and you just like, I used to have some nervous walks on that carpet in that CVS. I used to be walking in there like sweaty hands. Sometimes I'll be going through withdrawal and other times I'll be thinking the cops will be called because they called the cops, pharmacies and doctors. The DEA was looking for me at the height of my addiction. That was one of my aha moments. And so I walked into CVS that day and I was like, God will put you in a position that would be like, oh my God, like you are really clean. Like you are not chasing that old life anymore. And as I walked in, a woman walked up to me and said, hey, I got some coupons, here's some coupons. So I was like, oh, sure, thanks. So she gave me the coupons and then she looked at me and she was just like, oh, I have so much going on. I'm just trying to save money and there's so much going on. And the woman just starts venting to me in the CVS. And then I started, God always tells me when and who. He points me to the people to talk to. And it's random. It's random places, it's random times, and it's random people. I'm always giving out that hope. But that woman was crying in my arms and I was holding her like I knew her. And she was just like, my son, everybody in my family is on drugs. Like, what are the odds that you walk into a drugstore that you were being sought out at? Now you in there praying for people, random strangers. That's how God works. So I just feel like once you lose hope, you lost everything. And I think that everybody in the world can have a little piece of something and it can get us through because people always think recovery is about just jumping out and taking a big leap. No, it's not. Recovery is like faith the size of a mustard seed. It's so tiny and minute. That is all you need is the faith the size of a mustard seed. Have a conversation. Think about pathways that you can take because there are so many pathways to recovery. And people, like I said before, are getting up every day. They're going to work. They're being mothers. They're being fathers. They're sitting in courthouses, police stations. People, everybody have busy lives, but addiction and mental health has no face to it. So in closing, I would just say we have to be mindful of how we treat people, how we talk to people in public, because, sometimes if you just walk past somebody and you got an evil spirit, you never know. A smile can make somebody's day. Like just a cordial smile can make somebody's day. Even the toll booth person, have a blessed day. All day, have a blessed day. Have a blessed day. I feel like I'm an angel And so I just want people to know that whatever you are going through, surrender is key. Prayer is key. Prayer is key. And I'm getting there. I'm getting down to my scriptures and reading more and laying off the social media a lot more and just staying focused on my goals. And the last thing I'm gonna say is this: life is like a school bus. All of us are driving we're the bus drivers of our journeys. There are so many people getting on and off the buses, but every person is not meant to be on that journey. So when it's time for you to pull that bus over and for them to get off, say bye-bye. That's it. Do not have people in your space that are damaging to your spirit. Take care of your mental health. And that's it. You know me, I can go all day. I'm a TEDx speaker.
This my sister, y'all. We got our doctorate degree together, and it's just divine connection. Okay,
Wait,
divine
can I make
connection.
one more announcement on here?
Go right ahead.
Ashana, is Ashana still on here?
Yes.
Ashana is going to be the future Dr. Bush. And also, me and Ashana was featured. She was featured in a news story out here in Philadelphia, PHL 17 on Tuesday. So we are waiting for the link so that you guys can see that. So we don't have it yet, but if y'all follow her or follow me, as soon as we get the link, we will show me and her. She is a powerhouse. I mean, my girl, she deserves to be Dr. Bush. She is the epitome of service. Yes.
And I believe Laquana is too. Well, I might be talking too soon. Let me shut up. I'm telling all the business. So, Dr. K, thank you. Thank you. And what I'm going to make sure we do is put your information in the comments as to how people can purchase the book from you too. We want to make sure that everybody know how to get the book from all the authors. So what I'm gonna do real quick is bring all the authors to the stage. Bringing all the authors to the stage. Hey, y'all. Everybody.
Hello.
Everybody. These are some amazing authors, y'all. And this is just day one, interview one. Can y'all imagine what the rest of them going to be like? If they kicked it off strong. I'm just giving a clap to all y'all because y'all inspire me. I'm like, Lord, how can I get somebody to buy a book from each one of them? Okay. And I don't sell the book, y'all. I do not sell the book because I want you all to support these beautiful authors. Okay. Happenstance, this book wasn't supposed to be just ladies, but right now it's all women in the book. Okay. And as you see, it's so many stories, different walks of life, different experiences, letters of thanksgiving, letters of, hey, I went through this. You heard infidelity, you heard addiction, you heard so many different things. You don't have no idea. And I know some of their stories, but not all of their stories personally. And I just want to tell y'all, you in for a treat. So you want to get in contact with these authors. And again, I want to say thank you for y'all. Yes. You didn't say yes to me first off. You said yes to God, but I'm the vessel that he used to come and ask you or put it out there. And so I thank you for trusting me with your story because books are babies. And I don't take that lightly.
Books are babies.
Thank you for your yes. And I thank you for trusting me with your words and with everything that you trusted me with, because you didn't have to. You could have given your story to anybody else. So thank you. I, again, do not take it lightly. And I still say, some of you all have already succeeded a lot, but to me, this is still just your beginning, because God said, eyes have not seen, nor ears have heard, nor even have it entered into the heart of man, the plans that I have for you. So author, whether this is your first time, second time, or third time, thank you. And I am looking forward to more success from you. Thank you all for tuning in, whether you're watching this live or via the replay. We appreciate you all. Tune back in tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time again for another Dear God moment. And we want to say good night and thank you to each and every one of you. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Thank you for tuning in to Dear God Moments. Please make sure you order your copy of Dear God from one of the amazing authors you saw today. And tune in for all of the Dear God Moment interviews. You do not want to miss it. Until next time, bye for now.